Alyssa, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Alright,
I mean...
spooky night, spooky night,
Okay, so let's
spooky night.
start getting ready. Done. Okay, cool. So, framing-wise, we like this. I'll address it at some point in the video. So,
Okay, go!
okay, you start, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Marcy.
And I'm Garrett.
And this is Spooky Night with Marci and Garrett.
Now today we'll be recapping a few of our favorite Halloween-centric movies from all time. So get ready for a nostalgia trip that's extra scary.
The Nightmare Before Christmas is the story of the Pumpkin King Jack Skellington and how he discovers that outside of his world, which is essentially just the town personification of Halloween, there
A
are...
Halloweentown, if you will.
A Halloweentown, if you will. That there are other worlds outside, which he discovers through a magic tree with doors entering into those worlds for every holiday. And he happens to stumble upon Christmas. Christmas Town, if you will.
I think it's literally called Christmas Town.
It's probably called Christmas Town. We'll go with this. Once he enters that world, he becomes enchanted with everything having to do Christmas and tries to make his own home more Christmassy. Essentially kind of replace Halloween with Christmas, but like his own fusion of it. So let's see what Garrett and I thought of it.
Okay, good. Okay, now, this film is probably most closely associated with Tim Burton, but he actually only produced the movie, even though it's called Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, which makes sense because he produced it, and that's generally what the producer title goes. Anyway, it was actually directed by a guy named Henry Selick, who also directed Coraline, which is a phenomenal film that's also about, that's scarier than this movie is.
It is.
Certainly. It's not Halloween, but it's...
But it's spooky.
It's pretty spooky.
It'll rattle your bones. It's ghoulishly good. So, it's a monster of a good time.
So I really like The Nightmare Before Christmas. I think it's really good.
Me too. It was my favorite movie when I was a kid. I think it's still like my my favorite movie changed all the time, but like I'll never like stop having this like adoration for Nightmare Before Christmas. Especially what I really loved as a kid was the music. That was my favorite thing.
Yeah, the music is really good as Marcy.
When he starts he's delivering the gifts that the Halloween people made for the Christmas, it freaked me out so much as a kid because it was like the one that scared me the most. I will never forget. It's just like this snake and it starts eating their Christmas tree.
I forgot about that.
And then there's another snake. It like wraps around the wreath around the lady's door. She's like knitting or something, and it just attacks her. And young me was like, too spooky. That was too spooky for me.
Halloweentown is the story of Marnie, who finds out that she and her grandmother and her mother are witches, and there's an alternate reality called, or not an alternate reality per se.
Just like another world that also exists alongside our world that's Halloween centered.
Called Halloweentown.
Wow.
Very creatively named. And there is a bad wizard named Calabar that is wreaking havoc on the Halloweentown world.
Too spooky.
Which is more focused on in Halloweentown 2, Calabar's Revenge. But that's another spooky night.
Alright.
So what did we think of Halloweentown, Marcy?
I loved it as a kid, especially because I lived with my grandma when I was younger, so the thought of like young girl plus witch grandma, I was like, nice. But yeah, overall, I mean, I loved the movie as a kid because it was, it's kind of freaky sometimes. Like when you watch it now and you see the special effects, it's like, oh my god. Wow.
There aren't even really special effects. It's just kind of like, literally looks like they made it in somebody's basement.
Exactly. But as a kid, you're just like, how is this skeleton walking? Don't know. That's the scary part. Teen witches? Twin witches. We don't know. Spooky.
No, it's twin.
Spooky. It's the mystery. The monstrous mystery. Marcy.
Our final movie tonight is Twitches, which is the story of two witches played by Tia and Tamara Mulry, who are real-life twin sisters who play twin sisters in the film that were witches separated at birth for their own protection because some antagonistic cloud called the Darkness was coming to get them, and they each have a separate handler, and then when their teenagers, they bump into each other and they realize that they're twins and that they're both witches, and it's them teaming up to fight this antagonistic darkness.
I mean, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite Halloween movie as a kid, but it was.
It's good.
Yeah, I watched it.
It's
you know,
fine.
but it was.
Like I watched it like twice.
Yeah, that movie was really trying to build suspense more than it was trying to build fear, because it was just like, oh man, how are these two witches who have never had like their powers before gonna do this? Just meet and fight. Yeah, that's it. They just meet and
lots
fight.
of clapping.
So as kids, we weren't really into it because we only really reacted to either like very obviously scary things or things that are just blatantly fun.
I'm Garrett the Ghoul.
And I'm Marci the Monster.
And this has been Spooky Night with Garrett and Marci.
Right. Good. I have so much.
Alyssa, did you turn the lights off?
No.
That was. We should probably get out of here.
Yeah, I don't like that. We should go.
Let's go.
It's kind of scary.
Okay. Alyssa, are you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming.
We lost Alyssa. Just keep running.
Let's go.
Keep running.